Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell? Because it wasn't transferred over correctly. Welcome to the morning show. You know, we should have had you say, good morning, America.
Good morning.
No. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
We're talking to the mic.
Oh, good morning, America.
There you go.
We got a new face in the morning show.
I know. I'm surprised you're here. Wait, you make a left instead of a right?
Yeah. But I just took whatever seat there was. But like, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say, surprise guest for today because, funny thing, I left my headphones here yesterday, and I figured, you know what, I might as well be here for more hours. You know, get all the hours that you can. Get all the hours.
May as well get all the hours you can get.
I tell you.
We love having Abdullah here. I was wondering when they pack their things up in the studio, right, and you see a big aqua pair of headphones sitting on the table.
How can you leave them behind?
Right? How do you leave them? But it's good that it brought them back. So
how in the world do you leave such big headphone speaker and you forget them?
You'll be surprised. Surprised. I am capable of forgetting of quite a lot of things.
Did you take your computer with you?
Yes, of course I did.
But not the headphones?
Yeah, somehow.
The headphones are the size of a cinder block. They're huge.
Have you ever had complications when you get dressed in the morning?
Complication when I get dressed? No, not really. My biggest obstacle in the morning is basically trying not to stay in bed, basically.
Well,
maybe because you know that feeling that you feel like you didn't get enough sleep and you want to stay in bed, but you know you can't because you have important stuff to do.
What's the most important thing that you have to do today? What's like the pressing thing on your to-do list?
The most pressing thing, to be honest,
he doesn't know. That's how important
I don't think there
is.
isn't really much anything in terms of like.
That's why I love that.
I can't any future.
But you knew this morning you had to get out of bed because you had something important to do, but you don't know what that important thing is.
Well, no, I mean, I had to wake up early this morning because, you know, my dad had a class to get to, and unfortunately, he got to be late because, like, we were in the middle of the discussion. So you know how when we get there, there's a train crossing, and then we usually take a left to get to here. Here, my dad accidentally just you know, we were distracted, kept going straight and got far away. My dad has like a class at like, I forgot if it was 9 or 9:30, but like.
So he got into a conversation with you, forgot where he was, and kept going, ended up coming here.
You know, he got far away. He intended to drop me off at the studio first and then go to his class, but then he got distracted with a conversation that he was involved with my brother, something about social security numbers and how, and
you ended up here.
And yeah, it's like, damn it, and now like he's so like kind of late now to his own class.
Apparently, there's been a big breach on Social Security numbers, and there's a website that you go to, and if you have been hacked, which most people have been, all of your information is there. Every address you've ever lived at, every Social Security number, your name, and it is an accessible site to anybody. Did you know that?
Wait, really?
So, highly suggest, and I got to find the website for you, or maybe not. You may want to check it out and put a freeze on your data. So, that
How
is
are you going to
something-
put a freeze on your data? They already got it.
So no one can open any other accounts with your Social Security
AT&T
number.
was hacked. I get 1,000 phone calls a day.
Yep.
A day. And even if you block them, which I'm going to call the phone company today, they continue to ring, which I don't understand how that works.
I get weird like the texts from rando people that I don't even know, and I constantly just keep blocking them.
And they still come back in a different number. I have this chick in California. She must have had 27 different numbers, and I block her. So finally what I did was I copied a nasty picture. Nasty. And I said to her some nasty stuff to see if she would stop.
She bot.
I don't know if she's a girl or a guy. I have no idea.
Maybe it's a bot.
They stopped.
So let me ask you a question. When you wake up in the morning, Abdullah doesn't have anything pressing.
Yes.
When you wake up in the morning, first thing that goes through your brain is...
Bathroom.
I thought you were going to say, oh, God, I got to see her again.
I mean, yeah,
Nate,
That's the second thing.
Nate, what's the most pressing thing when you wake up in the morning on your brain? He's got to come out and tell us.
Come on, Nathan.
So I woke up this morning, I am thinking, oh, I got plenty of time, hit snooze again. Then you got to get out of bed and do all the things that you do.
Nathan, hit a 2-shot and then come out here and sit in the grays. Let me show you a trick.
And then I'm getting dressed and I'm putting on my makeup and I'm like, wow, that makeup color looks really off. That's weird. Sleep. That's what he does. Most important thing for Nathan is to sleep. So I put on the wrong makeup foundation this morning. That was faux pas number 1. So then I had to lighten it up. So that took a little more time. And then I couldn't find my shoes. I know. I have a closet full of shoes, but I knew the shoes I wanted to wear. And I have a lot of my shoes in bags. So I'm opening every bag, and I couldn't find the shoes I wanted. So then I'm literally sitting on the floor. That's why I was late, to find the shoes that I wanted. So I was determined to find the shoes that I wanted to wear today. I found them. That it made me
I knew
late.
you were going to be off because the first thing you started to do this morning when you came in here was attack wires.
Yeah.
And once you start doing that, now you only know where the wires are that you place. We found a wire that I could have taken with me to Chicago
That was the
to
wire
make
you were
my
looking for.
life easier. And you found it on the floor in the back of the table. That is really disturbing.
That was the wire you were looking for. And you texted me and said, where is this piece of equipment? And they all told me it should be in his bag.
It's not.
And the shoulds did not happen because when I looked inside your bag that I went to put away, it was not in that bag.
And if Gia wasn't available, I would have had a real difficult time in Chicago because we had to recreate the wheel on my computer in order to capture the sound.
So, lesson learned. When someone
Yeah,
packs
I'm gonna
for
pack
you,
it myself.
You gotta pack it, or at least you have to go over yourself and make sure everything is where you want it. So that is why my OCD perfectionism comes into play. But that's why I bury myself in extra work because I can't let it go.
No. You know,
I just don't I don't know. Do you ever have that issue of not letting go? You let go all the time.
I'm letting go now. You know, you take an egg and you crack it and you put it in a hot pan and you turn the egg over. It's over easy. And you turn it over. Now it's over hard. And you turn it over. And you turn it over. And that's what Dawn does. She keeps turning the egg over until it's cooked, until you can't recognize it's an egg anymore.
Pretty much. Do you know, fun fact about eggs, that apparently a hard-boiled egg, the way it is cooked, has more protein density than the same scrambled egg?
I can imagine that because I think the yolk itself is since it's not, it's more, I guess, more solid compared to the yolk on the scrambled egg. I imagine
It's the same yolk.
You would think,
It is.
DNA-wise,
No.
it's the same egg
I don't
that came
believe
from
that.
the chicken.
I don't
But it's
believe
something about when you eat a hard-boiled egg, one, versus one scrambled egg, the
Same
one
difference.
hard-boiled egg fills you up more. because the way the protein and everything reacts inside your body.
It's the same difference.
There's nothing good about a hard-boiled egg. I just have to tell you.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Because it's got 0
But
points.
let me ask you a question.
You like them?
Disagree with that because I do actually eat some from time to time. Eat hard-boiled eggs for breakfast.
I eat them all the time.
But let me ask you a question.
They don't have much taste, though, do they?
Yeah, they don't. They don't ruin. So a lot of the times when I eat hard-boiled eggs,
Put salt and pepper on it.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
That
Really?
or ketchup.
What?
Is that a thing? You put salt and pepper. Have you ever put salt and pepper in your hard-boiled
Is
eggs?
she serious?
I do put salt on my, but not pepper. My dad puts salt and pepper.
You put salt and pepper, take a bite. Salt and pepper, take a bite. Salt and pepper's here. You never heard
Well,
the
it's more
song?
like
No.
we kind of eat it in a sandwich. Like
Wait a
first
minute,
you crack, get rid of the hard shell.
You take an egg and you cut it up,
cut it up.
slices, put it on the
cut
bread.
up in slices, put in some
Toast?
bread.
Mayo, cheese, salt and pepper's here. Vroom.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a whole breakfast.
you know, yeah. Some I
What
guess
a kind, really?
on something along with like lettuce and tomato.
Okay, now you're getting deep.
That's a whole sandwich. That's a whole kind of. Wow.
I don't like lettuce and tomato with my eggs. I
All right,
put
so
it
you
on
can
the
take a
bread.
whole hard-boiled egg and actually make a whole meal out of it.
Absolutely.
One egg.
It was breakfast for a lot of years, me growing up.
Wow.
You never had an egg like that? Oh no, you eat it like a mouse. I can't eat like that. And then you don't put anything on it. That's
That's what I'm
disgusting.
saying. They have no flavor. And I used to always get
Salt
the
and pepper.
prepackaged hard-boiled eggs
Oh, salt and
because they
pepper.
were easier, but those really have no taste. So I'm like, all right, I can make my own hard-boiled eggs.
Now I've discovered that depending on the bread you use, it makes it a more delightful meal. Sourdough bread, which is good for a diabetic, it's the best tasting bread. Then you have marble rye. You have whole wheat. You want a little crunch. You cut up that egg, put a little mayo, cut up that egg, put some cheese, salt and pepper on it, and then the cheese.
Wow. Might have to try that. You put some avocado on, have a whole sandwich.
You could put avocado on it. And the thing is, if you're going to put the avocado, you
It's a
could
whole
toast
lot
it
of
first and then take it out and then put the avocado. Don't toast it with the avocado because it'll melt like a...
You do all that, Abdullah?
Not the avocado. Like
Lettuce and tomato, make a whole like egg sandwich.
It's the best.
Yeah, like normally like
Wanna
peanut
get that?
bread and lettuce, tomato. That's really it. Lettuce, tomato, egg, salt, pepper. That's mainly the components of a sandwich. Sometimes this may sound really weird, but I sometimes like to put mayonnaise with egg, even though like
You name your
mayonnaise
eggs.
is made from egg, so it's just egg on egg. That's probably kind of you probably find that weird.
It's
It's
not
like
weird.
having
It's
ketchup
delicious.
on tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes on tomatoes. That's a fun fact, though. That would be a cool game.
So
Foods that are the same but yet different. So, like,
So-
you could have water and ice. I don't know.
So
Say
yesterday-
food on food.
So yesterday I went to the Hurricane to get a burger because it was a little bit early, and I said, okay, let me go get a burger. So I get the burger, and there's lettuce and tomato, and the burger's huge, and I get it with egg. It comes with egg, ham and cheese, and bacon. So I took the two breads off,
You ate all that?
and I took the lettuce and tomato, I put it on the burger, and I cut it. But I didn't eat the bread.
But you didn't eat. You have the ham and cheese, the egg, and the burger
Yeah.
all in one meal?
Yeah.
Do we care the amount of cholesterol or calories in that one meal?
No, it doesn't matter about the cholesterol and calories
Oh, why?
because I fasted all day.
I don't think that's how. I don't think how that's supposed
And
to
it
work.
worked very nicely. Thank you very much.
I don't really think that's how things are supposed to work. But that'd be
Yeah.
kind of a fun segment. If you could do food on food, that's the same food, but yet appears differently. So, like, eggs with mayonnaise, it's really an egg on egg.
Yeah.
Because mayo is made from eggs. But it's not.
It has
right?
all sorts
So
of
like
other...
water and ice. It's like drink on drink. It's the same, but yet it's different.
So you get a roast beef sandwich. I go to a place called the Diner. I go in there. I get a roast beef sandwich with a cup of coffee, right? They bring me over the mayo for the French fries and the ketchup,
Yes.
and you go.
Yeah, no. Oh, no.
Linda mixes it up. They give her a cup, and she
Russian
mixes the
dressing.
Russian dressing. Not me. I go
It's
because I
the
like
same
to.
thing, right?
Chip, I think it's called, or I know that it's a thing where you combine, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise all together, and I think it's called.
Not the ketchup. Not the not ketchup, mayonnaise. Not the mustard.
You could put relish in it, then you like really have Thousand Island dressing.
But you know what? The sandwich has mustard. Oh, now that you say that, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, make chip.
Listen, I seen you eat a hot dog. Like no other human being has ever eaten a hot
we
dog.
should call them and have them back in.
Right.
Hot dogs.
No, I want to take him to Costco. He won't leave. He
Hot
goes to
dog.
Costco and has a Costco hot dog. He would
We
never.
do, it is true. We do have a my house. We do have a Costco card, but like
You ever eat a hot dog from there?
no, actually, surprisingly.
It's the lane from my lake.
Because they're pork. Oh no, they're all beef, aren't they? at
Yeah,
Costco?
they do have all beef, but we just never took the chance. Every time we went to Costco, normally when we go to Costco, we just usually just buy stuff in bulk. Just to,
You go-
what it'd be like.
You go for $1.50, you get a drink and a huge hot dog.
Because you've got what, 6 people living in your house?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
But
bulk.
you save $1.50.
Their dogs are good and their pizza, he says.
You
Oh,
s-
so now he's had a new way of communicating with us. He just sends us messages.
Oh wow.
Oh, the
pizza
pizza.
subliminal messages.
The pizza's
Nate.
delicious. Yeah. Well, you went to Costco. You loved
It's
it.
easier. No, it's easier so we can hear your voice, but he's running the board for us in the other room.
You know, you can actually sit here on a dual shot and then get up when you have to go to commercial break.
All right, fun fact. They have found that classical music, and this is right for Nathan, I did this, synchronizes your mood and changes parts of your brain for people that want mood elevation and have anxiety and different things that are going on. So they found, I think that's like the lo-fi that you listen to, right? Is that the name of it? Let's see if he answers me on the screen. Isn't it called lo-fi that he puts on here?
Lo-fi?
Or is it lo-fi?
He's saying what? What?
You know the music you put on here at lo-fi. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so apparently that type of music and classical music is supposed to help
Elevate?
the neurons in your
No,
brain
no.
and help with anxiety.
His lo-fi, I get depressed.
It's supposed to help with depression.
It doesn't help me. It depresses me.
Really? Oh, speaking of which, okay, what is your summer song of 2024? It depends on which one.
Oh, okay. I give you
Summer
that.
song of 2024 that when you get old, you're going like, that was the song of summer.
No, I haven't
2024.
I haven't had a song.
have one?
No.
I can't really. The
Nate,
thing
you
is,
have
with
one?
most of my music, it tends to be like,
Scary.
yeah, I guess.
I've
but-
heard you when you have the radio. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, my brain wants to explode. It's like
Yeah,
heavy metal rock.
Yes, I am into like metal and rock music. So like, when it comes, so I'm not exactly not into too much of party music, but if I try to, I'm trying to, what's like the happiest? I'm trying to imagine like what is. That's the funny thing. One time I Bluetoothed connected my phone to in the car when my dad was driving. My dad's like, "Do you have anything not depressing?"
That's like Baxter
What is
music.
your song?
There's this one song I really like that apparently was like one of the top songs of 2024 summer is Shabuzi.
What?
Shabuzi. You want Echo to play it? Echo, play Shabuzi.
What?
Watch.
Watch us get a copyright claim.
You know the song?
Yeah. That's called Shabuzi?
The Shabuzi. That is.
Echo, stop.
Any other song you want to try? It's kind of cool to integrate Echo in the morning show, isn't it now?
You
Fun
know,
fact.
some people say the song of Summer 24 is like the new Kendrick diss track of Drake. You know, they don't like us, where like somehow Kendrick managed to turn like a feud into a summer jam somehow. Like
Oh, so you watch wrestling also?
no, I'm actually not a wrestling person. No, I'm just
So how do you know they're wrestling? They're fighting.
what? No, I'm not talking about. This is not not actual wrestling. It's just a feud between rappers. You know.
Oh, rapper war.
Yeah. Drake and Kendrick made probably the biggest diss track of all time against Drake, and it's and you know it deals into some like territory you'd expect that would not make material. It's like accusing each other of being like
They do it for attention.
degenerates.
Echo, what's the summer song of 2024?
From marketresearchttelecast.com. The song Nasty by Tinashe claims the title of the UK's Song of the Summer for 2024.
UK song.
Thank you. Nasty.
That's UK. The UK.
Why am
not
I thinking
America.
I don't like that song just based on the name?
Because that's UK.
Yeah, it's the
not
it's the
here.
land of the Brits. You know, the Brits, they're always cranky, and it's the Brits.
The Brits are always cranky.
All right,
Sally Bernard. You want to talk about Sally Bernard?
We should, and then we'll take a commercial break. It was a great event. He goes, haha. We went yesterday. It was over to the V. at Lakewood Village, and Sally Bernard, call me Zena, did her first live speaking engagement outside of the studio. She probably had, what, about 50 people there?
At least, yeah.
Talking about what she does, spirituality, and answering questions, which was pretty cool. And Sally's funny. She's got a story for everything.
It was different. I give you that.
It was different, but Sally did a great job.
This guy, I'm very happy for her.
More to come, and it was nice. Nice to change things up a little bit.
It's nice that she had a goal, she had a dream, and she pursued it. A couple of adjustments that were recommended and that I saw as well. But it's a learning curve.
So let me ask you a question: if you've got a dream and you pursue it, does it matter on the level of quantifiable success, or just the fact that you're happy that you pursued your dream and you achieved that goal?
Happy and achieve.
So if it's on a scale of 1 to 10 and it's a 5,
who gives a crap?
is it still good because you achieved the
But
goal?
who's the one that's going to number it 5, 7, 12, 19? What difference does it
So
make?
then just dreaming, having the goal, and reaching it is the win.
Being there is the goal.
Okay.
I got my badges there from the DNC. Now, I didn't go up there politically. I went up there for a goal. I always wanted to do another one. When I did the first one, I was by myself doing video. Now, this time, I was the underdog. I was this big there because all these beautiful sets and everything that was become televisionized to the max. But I don't measure it that way. I was there. Listen, I was there, and if you weren't there, I can share it with you.
What do you think, Abdullah? If you've got a dream and a goal and you reach that goal, does it matter? Nate, put that back up so I can see. If you put your all in it, you have no regrets. Nice. Truth?
Honestly, yeah, I think I'm on Nath on this one. If you fully commit to it, it will be great.
The first commercial I made for Comcast was for Dr. Pinozo. Remember him?
Yep.
And I was sitting at Ale House with my son and Linda. We were having dinner, and they played it. It was during the NBA basketball game between the Heat and the Knicks. This is going back. And they played it, and my son started screaming, "Oh, my God, it's your commercial." And he started screaming through the store, running up and down. That's my dad's commercial, because it's only 30 seconds long, right? I got about 12 beers. And they brought him over to the table.
Damn.
And something is funny, because I'm looking, and it didn't dawn on me,
No pun intended.
no pun intended, that it was actually going to be put on television. And
Yeah.
Pinozo's commercial in the day was a woman coming out of a pool in a very interesting bikini saying, "If you have body pain, let Dr. Pinozo cure you." It was such a cheesy commercial. Do you know he got over 400 phone calls?
Amazing.
Yeah.
But I can see what you're asking, because
Right?
you don't know. And sometimes you don't even know that it's an event until you finish it.
So it didn't dawn on me. You ever wonder where that comes from?
What?
I mean, someone didn't begin to understand or realize something for the first time.
Right,
But where
right.
did it come from?
It was King Arthur, before he beheaded Queen Elizabeth.
I think you made that up.
I did.
I'm going to find that out on
King
commercial
Arthur's
break.
fictional.
Where did that come from? Where did the phrase Eka, where did the phrase "it didn't dawn on me" come from?
Sorry, I don't have an answer to that.
We will never know, Van.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break then. I stumped Eka.
Good.
More to come. Give us a call. 888-994-4995. Studio A. Give us a call, and we will be right back.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call. So please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Introducing Pure Light, the revolutionary air purification system integrated into a special LED light bulb. Pure Light eliminates pet odors, human odors, and even mold and smoke odors with just the flip of a light switch. Guaranteed for 5 years with a 100% money-back guarantee. Transform your home or office today. Visit pure-light.com and use code RUSS, R-U-S-S, for an exclusive 20% discount. Breathe cleaner, live happier with Pure Light. pure-light.com. Promo code RUSS, R-U-S-S.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
All right, apparently they sent a game over for today.
Yes.
And this is, I don't really know. Do you know, Nathan, the title of this game?
I'm an a-hole.
But apparently there's a lot to read on this. So there's a script.
Hold it, there's an intro to it.
There is? All right, so let's see what it is.
You get the intro? Now this apparently has something to do with you last week. I had no partay in this.
It's me and Danny. Am I the blank hole? All right, so here's the questions. I guess who this person is I. 33-year-old male. Met my friend group Laura, 32-year-old female. Anthony, 31-year-old man. Julie, a 28-year-old female, when I moved to Paris for my work around 8 years ago. All right, so these are your friends. This is like a male. I'm a 33-year-old male. My friends are Laura, who's 32, Anthony's 31, Julie is 28 when I moved to Paris. I'm the only one with a driver's license, so I am that DD. I drive and pay for the gas, parking, everything related to the car in exchange for 1 Coke per passenger. During the night, if needed, I go with you to retrieve something in my car, like a coat, cigarettes, makeup, cash, whatever. When it's time to leave, I'll drive everyone to their place and walk them through the door while the others wait in the car. All right, so this is the DD. They get 1 soda per night.
Per person.
Per person, and then so if like you're 5 people, you get 5 sodas for the night because they're not drinking alcohol. They drop you off and do what they need to do. The problem started a few weeks ago when we were already at the bar. When Marie, 29 years old, Anthony's new girlfriend, went to take a second or third round, I asked her to take me a Coke, and she asked for my credit card. Before I could say anything, Anthony just said, "Come on, babe. I explained to you how it works. Don't make a scene." She just replied, "Ugh," and walked to the bar and came back with just her drink. I just looked at Anthony, rolled my eyes, and ordered my own Coke and moved on. Later that night, Laura came and asked for the car keys and not to come. All the girls were going together. Reading between the lines, I understood that it was to get a tampon or a pad from the first aid kit that I always have in my car. Both Laura and Julie know that I have feminine hygiene products in my first aid kit in the past 8 years, and it already happened for them to be the ones. All right, so the girls go, and they get what they need out of the car. A few minutes later, Maria came back, charging at me, and started to scream that, "Oh, I can't do this. Never mind. We're going to reread the script before I actually do this."
Right.
Because it's things that are not appropriate for morning show. Anyway, it's talking about complications.
Well, I gotta tell you something. Does the word chump come to mind? Because you are the biggest chump
Why?
there is. First of all, if you're gonna drive people around for a can of soda, you're not a DD. You're an idiot. Because you gotta put gasoline in your car.
For sodas, it makes no sense.
It makes no
right?
sense. And the second thing is, if you have a first aid kit in there, everything goes. You're an open book. So no matter how they treat you or anything else, they're gonna call you all sorts of names because you're a chump. In New York, they will call you a mark.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing all that.
And I can't believe that you even started down this path. Because from the beginning, I would have told you, this is just
not morning show content, not anything content worthy on the cafe.
Now you have me curious. Now I want to read this to myself.
You
because
can read it to
obviously-
yourself because it's definitely a Freddie situation and it's not a Dawn situation.
It's a stupid situation. Who
Ever
said
been in a
this?
situation that you're just uncomfortable in the car, Abdullah?
A situation where I'm uncomfortable in the car.
Like a DD, or you're out with some friends and...
The one time I ever felt uncomfortable in the car was like, it's when the sun was like really nasty and you feel kind of and it feels kind of nauseating. Other than that, no car trips, unless a wrong direction was taken, for the most part tend to be fine.
He's so funny. How about you, Nate? Ever been in a situation where someone's driving and you just feel uncomfortable?
That's ridiculous.
Right? You knew it's not even a thing.
But that is, what is the game?
I don't know. I guess to see who's at fault. Was it the passengers or the driver? Does it really matter who's at fault? Or sometimes you have to take responsibility for your own doing.
Well, do you realize that there are angry drinkers? You ever gone to a place with somebody and they're your friend and then they get drunk and they get angry stupid? You ever seen this?
Yes,
You
as a
seen
matter of fact.
You ever seen this?
No, actually, because it's the thing. Considering I am a Muslim and we don't, and drinking is forbidden. So like, there is never a situation where I have ever encountered any drunk drivers, even with my.
Well, you're very fortunate. Because in my life, I've had people that get drunk, or they drink. They're not even drunk yet. They're drinking, and they get really, really vicious, like this person. If I'm gonna take you someplace, and you're gonna give me a soda in return, instead of giving me cash, like if Michael was here, he would say, "Yeah, I'll take you wherever you want if you pay for the gas," because he's had this conversation.
That's exactly what it is.
But
Yeah,
if
how
you're
much
gonna
do you
act
do?
like this, that you don't bring me my end of the deal. But this goes about a lot of other things. Situations that arise when you try to do the right thing for somebody, and then they turn around and they give you all sorts of ultimatums to do it their way. I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, but at some point, when does it switch? So that's my question, right? Everyone's like, oh, we have this great conversation with a potential new client. I'll do this and you do that. And everyone's like, nicey nice until it's not. And at some point it switches. And that's when I say expectations. You say negotiations. That everyone needs to be on the same page of expectations. So sometimes people go, oh, Dawn is intimidating because she says it this way. It's not that Dawn says it this way. It's just Dawn's been in this situation before. And Freddie's nicer than Dawn.
Yeah, but it's not that Freddie's nicer than Dawn. Every time somebody sits in a chair is a different situation. So if I'm dealing with a person who happens to be an a-hole at the end or during or whatever of this deal, the next person that comes to sit in that chair, I'm not going to treat it that way. Not everybody's the same.
No, not at all.
Not at all. But the funny thing here is that when you are making a deal, everybody's happy until the deal unfolds. Then all of a sudden, everything is an issue. Everything has a problem. Everybody wants to scream about something. Or they think that they're not getting it. Or they made a bad deal to make a deal.
Because people don't look down the line at the deal.
They don't walk it through.
Right. And that's the thing. I walk it through before it's a deal.
No, sometimes you crash land it before there's a deal.
Because I've walked it through.
Because you don't know how it's going to end up.
True.
So if you're going to live life like that, yeah, they're going to think that you are a hard person.
I know.
For lack of a better word.
I know.
Because the bottom line is you're treating it that way.
Because I've been through it so many times.
But yeah, everybody's
I
different.
It through.
Listen, we had meetings this week where people have come in here and they've expressed how this is the pie and nobody needs to get paid, not even us, but they get to get paid. That was the funniest story.
Because no one gets paid on this deal. Because they were brought in over here, they get paid. But nobody else gets paid on this side.
Right.
But they do on that side.
That's right.
And I'm like, what?
And if you bring people to do a set or you bring them to do a show, they go, wait a minute, you have to pay for this? You have to pay for this. So I say to them, well, you sell something. Can I have it for free? Oh, no, you got to pay for it. So why is it that when I explain it, they don't have to pay for it, but when they explain it, they have to pay for it?
$1 million question.
You know,
So see, it's better Abdullah's way. Things are forbidden. You don't do them. You don't encounter the situation, and life is just simpler.
yeah, but Abdullah's way is a philosophy of how they live. We don't live like that. It's different. Everybody that comes in is always looking to cut that pie a little sweeter their way. The problem is that sometimes the blade gets sharp and there's nothing for nobody. Okay, well, then I'm not doing it. I'm just not on. I'm not on. I don't want to do it.
But we've got a great show today. We've got Dejan coming in.
Yes.
So he's going to be singing, I don't know what he's singing, if he's doing Sammy, Rat Pack, but he's going to be joining us on the midday show. And then on Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco Books. So that's always fun to have some music in the house. Some new guests are coming in also.
Yes.
We've got Fitness, Level Up Fitness, and we've got Lauren Erica joining us, which was somebody you met while we were away.
And I didn't know that I didn't even know she was on the board of SSL, Lipstick. That's Yvonne Haas and Miss Keene. We've met them and interviewed them as well. I didn't even know they were still around.
I did not. What is it? Suits, stilettos, and lipstick.
Yeah.
All the important things of why I was late coming to work today.
Well, I was wondering why you were late. I guess that's the reason why.
You know, when you can't find the shoes you want, you just got to keep looking till you find them. When ever know it's like there's a pair of pants or a shirt that you want, maybe it's not for a guy. Because you'll find another pair of pants or a shirt that you want. Me, I knew I would have found a substitute, but I was like,
why didn't you get dressed the night before?
I used to do that with my kids because I don't think it's very complicated. Everything is kind of laid out the way I want it, but apparently...
If you can't find something, it gets very complicated.
Exactly what happened. So I was late this morning. But I made it in just enough time to aggravate you, so it's all good. It always works out.
And then she goes, we have a situation. And I look at her and says, I don't have a situation. You got a situation that you're creating.
Oh, did I not find what you were looking for?
That wasn't the reason why you did
I know,
that.
It was not the reason why.
It was not. So don't...
But you remember when I was cleaning, and you're like, why are you always cleaning? I found your credit card under the chair.
Oh, boy.
Remember that?
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So sometimes my guides tell me you have to do something. I don't know why I have to do things.
I can't believe you brought that up.
Do you
One
remember
thing has
that?
nothing to do
because
with
sometimes
another.
for me, I do these random tasks, and then I find something that I didn't know I was looking for. Ever find something you didn't know you were looking for until you find it?
Yes, and we call it the dawn zone because obviously you put it somewhere. You're always cleaning, so you must have cleaned it right into the upholstery.
No, it doesn't matter.
Baxton's keys on the roof of his car.
That was crazy.
For 3 hours we looked for them.
Abdullah, what's the strangest place you ever lost something?
Strangest place I ever lost something. can't use the headphone example today. I can't use
He doesn't know. He hasn't found it.
I recently lost a pair of sunglasses at the airport.
Really?
Yeah, somebody told me, how did you even do that? What happened? So, you know that thing where you put your stuff in the boxes and it goes through a sliding machine to scan? My sunglasses were on like the side and then like fell off. And since, you know, that we were in a rush and had to get to the airplane, I couldn't just tell the people, like, wait, I want to get my sunglasses. So yeah, now my sunglasses are forever behind in Chicago.
Imagine what the lost and found is like at every airport. Don't they
Don't
have a
you
site
know?
where you can buy stuff?
No, yes.
Auction?
They get to auction. I think it's the last day of every year. It's a giant auction at the airports. And you bid on the bags, depending on the size of the bag and the weight. And you see if the bag is good, cheap, or, you know, whatever. And they start with $10 and they go up. They sell every piece of whatever merchandise in there is yours.
We could do that at the end of every year.
We don't have a big lost and
lost
found.
No, we don't, because I throw it out.
I mean, we could.
You throw it out?
What am I going to do? Keeping everybody's sunglasses here. Everybody's readers.
The readers know, but give me the sunglasses. They're good.
You've taken them all.
I didn't take them one. I took one pair.
You've taken sunglasses. I get people who leave their readers here all the time. No one leaves money or credit cards. Mostly glasses. It's true. Water bottles, too. We have a collection of water bottles that go in the garbage.
Yeah.
Because you can't clean all that.
Nobody would ever dare forget their credit card. That is something that you cannot afford to lose.
I took Linda to a restaurant in Miami. She left her phone in the bathroom. So we drove all the way back to Boca. And I said, "You what?" Left my phone in the bathroom. So I called the phone and somebody picked it up. And they say, "Well, you lost it." That's what the lady tells me. And I said, "Well, I just want you to know I have a track on this and I work for the FBI, so we'll be at your house to pick up the phone." So we drive back to the restaurant. They left it at the front desk.
Someone was telling me a story. Who was it? I don't remember who it was. But they had taken, I do remember who it was. They live in Wellington, and they had taken an Uber down to a concert in Wynwood with a girlfriend. And they got all the way down to the concert. They took an Uber to dinner, and they did all this Uber stuff, and they had to get back to get the train because they were going to take the Tri-Rail, or the Bright Line, back up to West Palm Beach and head over. And in their rush to get to the Bright Line, she left her phone in the Uber down in Wynwood, right? So they live up in Wellington. So to save money, they took the Bright Line back, but they didn't have saving money because they ended up paying the guy, the Uber driver, the extra money to drive the phone back up to Wellington. So if they had just stayed in the Uber for the extra $54, they would have actually saved money because they didn't have the tickets and the Bright Line on top of it. So, fun fact.
You know, yesterday we talked about perhaps doing polls and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And Allison, Facebook, sent the question for me. I don't know why this is coming to me now. A what would you do question. Okay. So you go to a restaurant and you're on a date. You're on a date, and that's an important aspect of this thing. You're on a date, and you order a meal, and it's great. You get wine and everything, and the bill comes, and you don't have any money. And they don't take Apple Pay. And you have no way of paying for this meal. What do you do?
Good question.
Now, if you're a guy, it's one way to ask the question. If you're a girl, it's another way of asking a question. And then she said, and what if there's two girls or two guys that went out? Two guys going out and that happens. I guess you say, listen, I left my wallet. Can you pay this? And yeah. Okay, so that's easy. Two girls, I'm sure you'll work it out as well. But if it's a guy and a girl and it's the first date.
It's the same thing, but you may not have a second date.
Really? Because you accidentally forgot your money?
Listen, I would never do that because at least you're being honest and you're like, oh my gosh. But on a first date, you never know if it's going to be a second. If this is like a habit that the guy's in, you don't know.
Well, what if the guy tells you, I got all nervous meeting you and I forgot my wallet?
So you're like, no problem, I'll take care of it. But I think nowadays people
But you're saying no
split
second
anyway.
date.
No, I said it depends if it becomes a habit.
Wow.
But you'll only know.
You're tough. No wonder why you're the intimidator.
I'm the intimidating one.
There you go.
What do you think, Abdullah?
I feel like it's kind of your fault if you don't have the money to pay for a date.
What are you gonna do?
I mean,
what would you do?
The thing is, this is like I'm not allowed to go on a. I can't have a girlfriend, so like, I wouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. But if I was, to be honest, I tell like the wait. Let me just go home for a second to get my wallet and.
I suppose you're in Miami and you live in Boca. You can't do that. Let me go home for a second, really? That's the way she would come over. Hey, Dad, bring me my wallet. That's what I told her. I said I would have my sister bring me my wallet. He said, oh, your sister lives in Florida. And I said, no, she doesn't. Well, then that doesn't work either.
Oh, man.
Hello, Dawn.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
I need some money, Dawn.
All right, everyone, tune into our midday show. We've got music, mayhem, and a whole lot of other things on this hump day. It's Wednesday.
Hump day.
Rolling into Labor Day weekend.
I'm
I cannot
tired,
even
you know
believe it.
Oh wait, Labor Day weekend?
Monday. It's not
Monday.
the weekend yet.
Oh.
More to come. Have a great morning. We'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.